absolute best.
Yeah, they had us the first half, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, could be Wayne!
I think I got my swagger back. Oh!
I love it, baby!
Them orange britches. Something about them orange britches.
Tennessee wins! By Tennessee to one Jennings. Jennings makes the catch.
Ball hit high in the air into right field. Going back is Sayre. And Tennessee can say hello win column. A grand slam in the bottom of the ninth. You can't draw it up any better.
We just won a basketball game, and we're very happy right now. McGrath for the win. He got it.
If you don't like college football and you watch this one, I'm not sure what your problem is.
Reddit did to do, and welcome into More Important Issues. It is Sunday, January 26th. Tough one. Tough loss to Auburn.
I'm sad.
That's just a game you don't want to lose. You have the opportunity to not only get a quad one win, but also a win over the number one ranked team in the country. You would have done it on their floor. So yeah, it's disappointing how it all shook out in the end there. Obviously, had a chance to win it there with a shot from Zakai Ziegler. Had a chance at a rebound. Things didn't go your way for the most part. You definitely could have done some things better, but I guess before we jump into the episode, my disclaimer, and I think too, I think there's a silver lining in this. It's still a lot of basketball left. So a little disclaimer / if you're looking for a silver lining, you played one of the best teams, if not the best team in the country right now, to the wire. Not only did you do it on the road, but you struggled on the road. And so to look better on the road while doing that is a positive thing. And I got in a loss that when you look at the stats, you say, maybe you shouldn't have lost that. Also, I think there is some positives to take from it. I guess that's when there's going to be things that I complain about. I'm not just being this is the worst. We're terrible. Hang it up. I think Tennessee did a lot of positive things in that basketball game. And at the end of the day, you did lose it. And so we'll talk about that loss because Landon made me do it.
Yeah, it just hurts. And I think it hurts a lot more because of what happened in Nashville.
I mean, if you don't lose Florida the way you did.
Yeah. Yeah, but now every SEC road game you have lost up to this point besides Texas. So yeah, and it's not like the schedule gets much easier either from here on out. So that was one that just the way Auburn has looked so far this year on offense, the way they shot the ball early in that game, you're like, if this is the one this is the one, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. This is
right.
The one where you want to take advantage of them not playing so great or them not hitting shots, and credit Tennessee's defense for contesting pretty much every shot that they put up except for seemed like that last three. It was just a tough ball game, tough blow. Things didn't go your way there at the end, and I know the officiating's bad, and we're gonna harp on that because it needs to be talked about, but that's not the only reason why Tennessee lost the game. I mean, Tennessee fouled another 3-point shooter where we think it was a foul or not. It was kind of close, and they have a tendency to doing that. So officials are probably watching out for that. And opposing teams know it, so they're going to flop when it happens. And that shooter hit the 3 free throws. So right there, that's 3 points. You lost by 2.
And there's a couple things I'd like to just start out with the officiating, my 2 cents, and this goes for all sports, all games, not just that game last night. My problem with flopping, because there's 2 versions of flopping that I think if you're casual, you don't understand. and of any sport. There's a version of flopping where I think you're showing the ref you got fouled. You go down, or you yank that arm out probably harder than you had to, or flail out harder than you had to show the ref he's holding me, or I got slapped, or whatever it may be. And in basketball, I'm just talking about the game of basketball now. Or you jump, you move away that's not natural because you're showing him they are bumping me. And then there's the flopping where you go down and you grab his head and you're rolling on the ground, or maybe you walk to the locker room. I'm not saying that happens, but maybe that happens. The first flop, the showing the ref you got fouled, I don't have a problem with. Sometimes you have to. Sometimes it's hard to see. You can't see it. I mean, listen, Felix should have hit the deck hard instead of fighting it there. Show the ref you got fouled, because that is a hard thing to see. Except he also, throws the hands up. Classic, I didn't do it. Everyone knows if you throw your hands up like that, you're innocent. You're good.
Yeah.
But I think there's a difference in showing the ref you got fouled and then rolling on the ground acting like the guy from the grassy knoll got you. Like you just got obliterated with a sniper. And one I can't stand, one I understand, and I think is smart if you do it, the right way, and you're not, like I said, rolling around, season-ending injury, career-ending injury. Completely, totally. In fact, I mean, going back to, I think, I hate to give him any pass, but it was Navarre, wasn't it, that got clipped on the back of the leg? And
Bob Bishop Boswell.
If he just goes down there, just falls, cool. You did get fouled. Show the foul. But instead, then he starts rolling around again.
Yeah.
And that's when I'm like, I cannot stand that crap. And then going back to showing the ref a foul, Zakai Ziegler does his classic, put you in a bad position defensively where you hit him in the back and he falls down, gets the whistle. That's not a flop. He got fouled. Did he need to fall to the ground? Probably not. But does it get called if he doesn't fall to the ground? Probably not.
Yeah.
Bruce Pearl over here, flop. Bruce, shut up. Your team is out here acting like the biggest bunch of babies. You don't get to call flops. You do not have the power to call flops because you let your team do that. Sorry, you don't get that. Hate that.
Yeah. Also, the way Janai Broom is banging around in the post, and I know he's a good basketball player, but there's no way a game that physical or one of your most physical presence in the post only has one foul.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Also, on that play that we talked about with Okpara getting fouled and they call a walk, I don't know where he walked. Pivot foot doesn't move.
Yeah, the ball gets knocked out of his hand by Zakai before his pivot foot moves.
Also, Baker Mazzara shoves Zakai into our bench right before that.
Yeah. And Auburn was upset because of the clip that got showed. It only shows Zakai putting his shoulder down into him, which I'm also I love Zakai. I mean, we're gonna do our best / favorite Vols of the 21st century, and he's my 1-1. Love the guy. If he's moving you that easy, sorry, bud. He's a good player, but I'll say this: Baker Mazzara is a good player, but if he's moving you that easy, you have no business being on the court.
Yeah,
no business.
Also funny, the only shot Baker Mazzara.
My dog is getting into the trash. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Baker Mazzara also 0 for 5 from the field, 7 for 7 from free throws. So I mean, good on him. He knew exactly what he was doing. He knew he couldn't make anything from the floor, so he had to go to the free throw line. So he had to flop all over the floor, like Caleb was talking about. So just a game that. I mean, it felt like a Elite Eight Final Four matchup. It felt like
those are two heavyweights. And I do think, too, I'm frustrated with a lot of stuff that went against Tennessee because I'm a Tennessee fan. This dog is acting like he's never eaten in his life. I mean, what the F? I got my Richie Cream Donuts out back there.
Yeah, he's just hungry, man.
Stop. You ate an hour ago. Welcome to the pod, Brutus. But I realized too, I think it was just a poorly officiated game. I think they called it really loose at times, really tight at times. Like there were times that the players did not know how to play because they were letting them get away with anything at times, and then they were calling touch fouls other times. And so I think it was a poorly officiated game at times. I realized Tennessee got the whistle every once in a while. I'm just really frustrated because I'm a Tennessee fan down the stretch. I'm not going to blame this game on the officials because Tennessee could have just flat out shot the ball better, period, end of story. And then you're not talking about the officials at all. But I'm also going to be like, hey, I'm going to gladly call out the stuff that I saw as bullcrap. And if Auburn fans want to take that as crying, you won. So you can do that, I guess. But also, if you're going to be like, we dominate you in football and basketball, I am going to remind you, the last meeting between the two teams, you lost to Jarrett Garantano. Shut the hell up. You do not get to talk about that.
Yeah, also, you just hired a former SEC coach, and he's already on the hot seat. So recruit however he wants to, but at the end of the day, he's not winning football games. So
yeah, you got one of the most morally bankrupt coaches the SEC's ever had because you're like, we're gonna win, and you still can't do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got a basketball and a football coach that were previously fired at their other SEC program. So
at least basketball's winning. You went and hired a cheater, but he's winning. That I get.
Yeah.
That I'm on board.
Well, also Auburn does need to show us a little bit more respect. It's because of us that
good point.
That Bruce Pearl's even there.
Obviously. At the
it's kind of his own fault.
At the time, I would have loved to have still have Bruce Pearl. Knowing 2020 Vision Caleb looks back, I'm so glad he no longer coaches at Tennessee. I know I'd defend him to the grave if he was still our guy, the way he acts. I'm so glad I don't have to.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw some stuff on Twitter. It's like, Rick Barnes is a big baby, threw his water bottle. I was like, Bruce Pearl is on the court. He's
every
underneath
time.
the basket.
At one point, he was backing down his own guys in the low post.
Yeah. Yeah, he was rubbing some ice on that ankle that was supposedly just the most horrendous injury we've ever seen, and the guy has 16 points and plays 33 minutes.
I can't remember who got elbowed by their own teammate there at the end, but he came out on the court clearly not to check on his guy. He didn't even make it all the way over there. He's yelling at the officials. Replay comes up. It's his own guy.
Oh yeah, that was Chris Moore.
Oh, that was a great moment because there was a "ref you suck" chant that broke out during all that.
Yeah, that was great.
Which going back into Baker Mazar, I flat out do not like him.
They do suck. The refs do, in fact.
They
suck.
do.
Not in that case, though, but they do.
Well, I support it. It was just funny the sequence in which that occurred.
Yeah.
I also love Baker Mazar wrapping up, almost getting Jamal Meshack in a chokehold. And he's like, "What? What? How?"
Oh my god! And then he looks up at the replay, and then he just kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
You got to call that one.
Yeah.
But then again, if Agpara falls down too, but then again, I feel like he was kind of stumbling a little bit, and they called a walk on him. So
yeah,
I don't know if you do fall.
I think you got to go all the way. Yeah, maybe they don't call it, but I feel like you got to make it look very obvious. It was not your choice to go down.
Yeah.
Your decision to move, which that is what's frustrating when I go, don't flop, people are going to, you don't flop there. It's like, I'll look at it, at least in real time. It was pretty obvious he didn't do that. In slow motion, I'm like, it doesn't look like a natural movement. So how can they get to that point to go, oh yeah, he walked? And then also, this is why do we have review in sports if something like that can't be reviewed?
Yeah.
Why does it exist? It drives me
especially
bananas.
we can overturn like goaltending and out of bounds plays, but you can't say if a guy walked or not.
Yeah, I would be okay if you say we can't call that foul. It's similar to
Tennessee's ball on.
Yeah, we're taking it out here. Reset the shot clock. Let's go.
Yeah,
sure. I just don't know why we have review in sports if we can't review egregious calls like that.
Yeah.
It will forever bog. And it was under the 2 minutes, by the way, for all those people out there. It was under the 2 minutes when that occurred. So it still fits within their parameters.
I had somebody ask, your big man shouldn't have the ball out there. Well, he caught an inbounds pass from the baseline, and they threw it up over everybody else so he could grab it.
Also, just watch basketball. Every big man plays out there now.
Yeah.
So they told on themselves, not a ball knower. Not a ball knower.
Yeah, but I like what you said. Tennessee just needs to flat out shoot the ball better.
And I knew it would be tough. That is
sport.
you met your physical match in terms of in your face, going to make you take tough shots. So I get like this game is a little bit different than the Vanderbilt game where you shouldn't have been quite met physically, but you were. So I understand like it's not. I'm not asking for them to go in and shoot 40% from three, but better than 18.2% would have been nice.
Yeah. Was it 0 for 12 at one point?
I think it was much more than that. I think it was at least 0 for 13 because it was 0 for 12, and I remember watching at least one more, and I made the joke 0 for 16, but I knew it wasn't at that point. So it was at least 0 for 13. I don't know what it ended up being. What's crazy is you look at this and you're like, all right, you shot better than them from the field, from three, from the free throw line. I thought we out-rebounded them. The rebound margin was narrow. They out-rebounded you by 4, and those are probably, when Broom turned into the free throw merchant, he looked like Angel Reese out there jacking him off the backboard so he could pad the stats. Similar assists, similar steals. They led by 1 in each category, and they get to come out on top.
Yeah.
They hit the one that mattered. They hit the one that counted in the end.
Yeah, Tennessee had their shot, and I'll kind of ask you what you thought about that last play. I didn't have a problem with it.
It's your best player.
I think,
it's your best player.
And you had a good look at it. Go for the win. I mean, if you go to overtime, do you really want to go to overtime on the road? I mean, I just.
Well, and I think you put yourself in a position too. And I feel similarly. The only thing I would say, maybe drive it's Sakai, drive it if you can, and it was there. But it's clear they said if this shot comes off, we have a chance at a rebound. Shoot it quick. Right? Yeah. Is that how you took it?
Yeah, and he was open enough to get it off. I think if he wasn't open initially, then yeah, you probably try to maybe pass it around, try to get it to the basket. I don't know, but it just felt like, hey, if it's there, take it.
And it was there.
Yeah.
Which also, I don't know if this was Bruce Pearl's nice way of throwing another guy under the bus. Did you see what he said about that play?
Yeah, he said they knew it was coming.
But he said it was like the director of player development or something, which it was Stephen Pearl, the one was drawing up in the huddle. So I don't know. He didn't even throw his own son under the bus.
I think it was director of player ops, right?
Director of basketball ops, Maddox Jeffries, spells his name terribly. Who runs special teams for Auburn, had Tennessee's exact final play with Sakai Ziegler drawn up in the Tigers' defensive huddle as one to watch out for. Well, they didn't watch out for it because it was wide open.
Yeah.
It went in and out there, Bruce. He had a perfect shot for it.
And also, Zakai was 0 for 6. I mean, he's a guy that's been in that position, and you got to trust him that he's going to go out there and knock down a shot. Didn't happen.
And I know a lot of people talked about Chaz Lanier. Ball's in his hands last time. This opportunity.
Well, also, the possession before that, Igor has a shot, and I mean, his shot was way worse than Zakai's.
Yeah.
I mean, he just drove in and he's going full speed at the rim and tries to throw a floater up, contested like that. That's not going to work.
Right.
And I don't mean to kind of harp on the guy, but you just need more from Igor Milicic.
And
that was a bad game.
It's not consistent right now. He had it in spurts the other night, and it just wasn't. There's not enough consistency.
2 rebounds is that. I mean, you're in there for rebounding right now because offense just hasn't been a huge thing for you. But neither one was there for Igor, and he played 27 minutes. and had 2 rebounds and 4 points. Like, I mean, you just need more from the guy. I don't know if it's a physicality thing, but I'd rather him not just be out. Like, he needs to learn some post moves or get more physical, whatever. I mean, the rebounding's there, so I don't understand the physicality isn't there offensively.
Yeah,
it's strange.
Definitely need more from him. I think Rick even
he has
mentioned
no
him.
post moves.
Nah. No, and I mean, he also just didn't going to play with his back to the basket much, which isn't really required in this offense, but you like to see it when the ball gets there.
Yeah. Well, if you're not going to do that, you got to find a shot somewhere.
Yeah.
But Tennessee played a lot better offensively second half. I mean, Gainey knocked down some. Chaz Lanier had some big baskets. I mean, I'd like to see what Jordan Gainey looks like if he doesn't have the flu.
Yeah, no, I mean, he played pretty good. Credit to him for,
and that's the bad thing where Tennessee's at depth wise is like when you have a guy like that. I mean, there's no one else really on your bench helping you. I mean, Dubar plays 1 minute and hits 1 free throw and has 2 turnovers. Cade Phillips played 14 minutes. He was 0 for 2, 2 turnovers, 1 point. Bishop Boswell came in and I think he got his shot blocked. Tried to shoot a 3, got a shot blocked, and then immediately fouled.
He's not there.
Yeah.
He's not there. And it's tough when you have non-scholarship players, but he's just not there.
Yeah. I don't know. Where does Tennessee go from here?
You get a lot. This starts a tough stretch. You got a lot of opportunities to bounce back starting Tuesday night against Kentucky, a team that's struggling as well. I think Tennessee's maybe found more of its footing than Kentucky has so far. So, you should have some of that energy to you. But I mean, it's no denying it's another tough matchup on Tuesday night. So it's a great opportunity to bounce back.
Yeah.
You're at home all this week and you need to take advantage of that.
Mm-hmm.
Kentucky and Florida. You need to take advantage of those being home games and go get. I'm not saying this is make or break, but it really feels like you need these 2 wins.
Yeah, especially if you want any chance of winning the SEC regular season.
Which
like you're
probably at this point
might be out of the cards, but
finding those losses with Auburn is going to be really tough.
Well, also the SEC, maybe besides Auburn, is probably going to beat up on itself. And, I mean, you could have a 2 or 3 seed having like 7, 8 losses, I feel like.
Oh, that would be bananas. I mean, not impossible, but bananas.
I mean, maybe not just because of the record, but like in terms of like being some of the top basketball teams like that. I mean, you got Florida, Kentucky, like all these are top 10 basketball teams right now. And are they still going to be that like once SEC play gets out of here? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, obviously you're trying to get wins and trying to get, you're trying to finish with to have a good seeding in the tournament right now. And SEC tournament's obviously going to be a byproduct of that.
I don't think
you got a lot of basketball to win.
That great, and they were ranked 14th. Like, again, I just think the SEC is kind of beating up on itself.
No, it's going to. You kind of hope Auburn gets some of that in the next few games too, just to maybe give you a chance.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll happen.
Yeah. Ronald Pascal said, what's up with Lanier's shooting? Need more from Lanier to be more consistent. I just think he needs to get off to a hot start. Like, he needs to find it early, and that's when he's able to have those big scoring nights. I mean, the last couple games, he struggled out of the gate.
Yeah.
and had to try to find it late. And I think that's really tough to do. And yeah, I think he just needs to get going early.
Yep. Oh,
Yeah, 2 big home games. We're good at home.
massive. I mean, I hope that remains the same because,
Yeah.
like I said, it really feels like you need these, and you just want to beat those two as well. That kind of plays into that.
And I don't think there's any shame. Like, I still think Tennessee's a really good basketball team, no matter what was really going to happen at Auburn. But the way you played at Auburn, I'm pretty sure of that. It's the Vanderbilt loss just hurts it so much more because you're like, man, this one would be good to kind of cancel that out. And then you come up short in this one. So yeah, like you were saying, Kentucky, Florida this week, like that. I don't know if they're must wins, but they kind of feel that way.
Absolutely.
Do you think it is just I mean, it seems to be everybody on the road is just having.
I mean, I think
I don't really know what it is.
Home court advantage is massive. I mean, that's kind of joked about that, but it is massive. I joked about it in the sense of like I made the joke that Tennessee's, they're going to lose those midweek away SEC games. So, it's just part of it, unfortunately.
Yeah. Somebody had a great, it made me kind of think about it. What do you think about Tennessee playing Purdue as Zach Edey with Okpara instead of Adu last year?
Oh, so we get to see Okpara fell out?
Yeah,
sounds good.
I thought he played really well.
I thought he played well.
Yeah. I mean, he's not going to be the offensive, he's not going to be a Janai Broom.
Right.
But I think he is a rim protector. And he ate up the rebounds last night with 9. And, it is pretty good around the rim. I think Auburn was definitely trying to take away that lob, which I was like, man, the last play, that's what I would draw up. I would try to get it anyway.
Going. Yeah. Wouldn't have hated it.
Yeah. What's your biggest frustration with this basketball team right now?
Inconsistency, especially shooting the basketball.
Yeah.
I think just inconsistency for a lot of factors. Talk about Igor, but I think across the board, just shooting the basketball. What's up with Chaz Lanier? Inconsistent. I mean,
yeah,
it's the inconsistency since SEC, which I get. SEC plays tough, but you really got to find it. You got to find it here soon.
Yeah,
if you don't find it here soon, you'll run out of chances to find it.
I think mine kind of stems from that. I think it's just that they don't have any depth, so there's not guys that you can just play when some guys are struggling. You just have to they just have to figure it out.
Yeah.
So that's really tough to do. But yeah, I'd like to see more from our bench besides Jordan Gainey. Like Cade Phillips need more. Dubar, I feel like you need a lot more. I mean, like you mentioned Bishop Boswell. I mean, the guy just does not look prepared or ready to play at this level right now.
Agreed.
Yeah, is there any this is going to be most important, and I'll kind of but LSU has a tight end that joined their basketball team 2 weeks ago. Is there a way we can get somebody else, some other capable
if we can do that, let's try it.
Yeah.
Is there a tennis player out there that?
Yeah, maybe. Is there Ethan Davis? How's Desan Brame? Is he's moved in now, right? Does he play basketball at all?
I'd like to find out.
Yeah. Can he get some boards? Get to the free throw line? I don't know. I love the effort. There's no quit in this Tennessee team. It just sucks that just came up a little short.
Yep. Maybe we'll get another shot at him. We'll see.
Yep. Don't give up offensive rebounds that leads to a wide open three.
Yeah.
Also,
Monty Dubar is he's still got a ways to go.
Yeah.
Ways to go.
When there's times go back to consistency. There's times where he looks like really good.
Yeah.
And same with Cade Phillips. And there's times like, good God, how did they even get to Tennessee? So,
yeah, and Cade's really struggled, which kind of surprised me, but he struggled with the physicality of it last night.
Yeah.
That's not somewhere I think he's lacked this year, but it was pretty evident last night, unfortunately.
Yeah, you can't
gotta move on.
You can't have your bigs turning the ball over that much.
No. Certainly not.
Dubar had 2 in 1 minute, which is crazy. The only time he touches the ball really is if he's shooting it. So how the hell did he get 2 turnovers?
Beautiful question. And I will say, too, for guys who played pretty good too. I thought Jamal Mashak played pretty well last night. You know what you're going to get from him defensively, but I thought he helped out offensively quite a bit too.
Yeah. God, if we can avoid just the fouling a 3-point shooter, good.
Yeah. Which also the guy got fouled at one point and it went uncalled. That was cool.
Yeah.
Just guy walks right under him. I guess it was late enough they'd already looked away. I don't know. I wouldn't mind Zakai Ziegler with a chance to hit 3 free throws.
He's the best point guard in the country. It's not even close.
Glad you mentioned that. Are we going to go ahead and knock off? We said on Thursday we started running through our best, I guess, like our best / favorite Tennessee balls since 2000.
Yeah, we can.
Joey, is this too early? Did you expect to get to it later? Or can we go ahead and knock that out?
I'm ready whenever you guys are.
How are we going to decide order? Because he also said we were snake drafting it.
I don't know. We'll let Joey go first if he's ready.
I don't want to take Caleb's 1-1. I feel like I know where he's going, so I feel bad. I guess. Well,
if you're going to take it. That's fine.
No, God, I wouldn't do that to you.
Yeah, this is your segment. You go for it.
I'll take the 1-1. I just won't take his 1-1. How about that?
All right.
Okay.
All right. I'll start us off. Then, do we go Landon Caleb or Caleb Landon?
You want the middle pick or you want the wraparound?
I'll go third. I'll go third.
Okay.
This one.
Okay, there you go. All right. I need to write. Are you writing it down, Caleb?
Oh, yeah, I can.
I don't have a notepad on me. 1-1. I'll go Chris Lofton. Sorry, that's right. We clarified this is of the 21st century, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Just to make sure.
All right. I'm obviously going ZZ. Sky Ziegler,
Yep.
all-time leading stealer, best point guard in the country currently.
Are we going favorites or best?
Both.
I think it's just
like it's a mix of both.
Yeah.
Like it's like you need to go with because
Okay.
I think at a certain level, like kind of how we talked about like Admiral and Grant.
Okay.
Type deal. Like now you're probably getting into like who you kind of like better at that point.
Yeah.
Okay.
This
Who's
list
your
you
personal
can't
favorite?
argue because it's not. No one can argue that they're like wrong because it's not just skill. Now you're.
It also
mixing in
can't
favorites as well.
It also can't be like a John Fulgerson because he's no offense to him, he's not gonna be on this list.
No. Realistically, like you can't just pick your favorite.
Don't you dare.
I'll go DK.
Okay.
And then I'll go Grant.
God, I hate snake draft.
All right. Obviously, for all three of us, I think that knocks off 2. So that's a challenge. I'm going with 2 point guards though. I'm going CJ Watson.
Ooh,
We're going guard heavy.
okay. Okay. Dude, Landon's already stacked. All right. This is crazy back-to-back picks. All right, I'm going Admiral, and then we're going my boy, my favorite, Wayne Chisholm. The GOAT.
That is a little crazy. I love him. He wasn't on my list. I'm sorry.
No, I have to.
He wasn't. All right, my last one's gonna be Jordan McRae.
Okay, that's a good one. Man, I hate that I'm going like two guys that just played 1 year, but I got to go Tobias.
I had him down there too. So I also had Kenny Chandler on mine. I had Tobias. I had Scotty Hobson, Joey. I thought about him.
Hey, I appreciate it.
I almost went Josh Richardson. He was up
I had
there.
him, and then I had Jarnell Stokes on mine too.
Okay. I also had Kevin Punter. I know he played in a crappy era, but he was the only bright spot on some of those teams.
That's kind of like Jordan McRae. It's like he wasn't on the best Tennessee teams.
Yeah.
He was on the Sweet 16 team though. I lost to Michigan. Kevin Punter was not on any such team, unfortunately.
no, they were nowhere close.
Landon, do you have how many do you have?
Oh, that's three. Oh, I got
shoot.
one more.
I was thinking we had. I'm sorry. I was thinking three because we've done three the whole time. I'm sorry. Okay.
Okay.
My bad, Joey. Good call. Probably wondering why I rattled off who all was on my list.
So,
all right.
so it's my turn again.
Yeah, Landon's back up for fourth, right? Yes.
I'll go Josh Richardson.
Okay. That's four, right?
Yeah, that is four.
And Caleb,
we
got one more.
I kind of wish he had played more than 1 year to go Kennedy Chandler.
Dude, I went 2 one and dones, but
Yeah, you did.
I guess Dalton was a little different.
Dalton's way different.
Yes. I think I'm going to go Juwan Smith.
Thank you.
What did he average?
I don't know what he averaged. He had to be pretty good scoring per game. I know he's also up there in steals. He's up there on the list.
Around mine out. There's like a lot of people I want to pick. I guess I'll have honorable mentions, but I'll just close it out with Bobby Mays. I gotta keep it.
Right.
Gotta keep it OG. Again, this is mainly for me. It's more favorites. Like I think Landon's on paper has to be like the team that you're gonna take to.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
the
taking
roster that you're
DK.
gonna take.
Yeah.
DK and Grant's also insane stacked first. I mean, DK and Grant together would have been
Really the only one of those that isn't wouldn't stand out as Richardson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other three are like the.
I didn't really know. I mean, I guess I could have. Y'all said Kennedy, right?
I thought about taking Kennedy.
Yeah, but the one and done, I already had to.
Yeah, that's true. I stuck with all right, some guys that have like some pretty significant statistical categories that I loved.
I really like
That's what I
Jerron
rolled with.
Naiman too. He was
Yeah,
Jerron
yeah,
Naiman.
that's a name I should have had on my list. Yeah, not necessarily on who I drafted, but
I had Skylar McBee on there, Jordan McRae.
okay.
Yeah. Darnell Stokes. Those OG years, 2008, 2010, dude. That was like
It was
obviously for me. That's what I grew up on. It's like my first memories of Tennessee basketball.
For me, it was Jarnell or Juwan there at the end.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people love Juwan Smith. That was a little bit of a crowd pleaser, I hope.
I didn't know Josh Richardson averaged 16 points per game his senior year.
I don't think I would have guessed that. Good for him. Ooh, what are the?
I was thinking who my point. I guess Richardson would probably be my point guard, but I might
We're
just
also
have,
playing in a random 4-on-4 basketball league, unless you want to
Yeah.
take a fifth real quick.
Yeah.
Something like a WNBA break over here.
Yeah, that was
Did you
fun.
see people? Did you see people getting mad at the WNBA for playing 3-on-3 full court? But it was clearly like a 60-foot full court.
Oh,
Like
really?
it wasn't 93
half-court?
feet.
Yeah. I saw a video of Angel Reese going around about her doing like a hezzy, and she basically just picked up her dribble and tried to like
Yes.
shoot it. It was like an instant.
Yeah. Dude, that's another thing that freaking Baker Mazzara cried about was his double dribble. It's like, how long have you played basketball?
Yeah.
I need to stop talking about him. He was infuriating to watch.
Yeah.
I hope I never have to watch him play basketball again.
Did he get thrown out of the tournament?
Was he? No. Was that him who punched the Yale guy?
I think so.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Ejected for throwing an elbow at Yale player August Mahoney.
Oh, I thought it was a
Sick name.
punch.
Sick name, by the way.
Yeah, what a piece of shit.
Oh, a elbow at his neck area.
Dang, he got football ejected, head or neck.
I mean, that's somebody's doctor, and he's just out here just throwing bows. That's wild. Yeah. Do we
My
play them
God.
at home, or are we done with them?
We're done
We
with
play at
it.
home. Wait, we don't?
I think it's just away. I can double check, but I thought it was.
I thought Kentucky and Florida and Auburn were.
I'll double check it, but I thought it was just there. I kind of hope we don't. That was a stressful enough game, and I was able to walk around all I wanted to.
Mm,
I was
yeah, we don't play them.
I paced enough for one night.
Yeah, we don't. So damn, I thought we did. Yeah, you're kind of right. I guess
I mean, every point was so difficult to get. Every time a shot went up, you just, well, like especially a shot go up for Auburn, you just kind of like clinched a little bit.
Yeah.
Because like any type of lead just felt like it was massive.
By the last 5 minutes, you were just butthole clinched for the entire rest of the game.
Yeah. Yep. All right, let's move on for basketball. I'm tired of talking about it.
Yeah, we got ourselves a classic here in Kansas City.
Yeah, who do y'all got?
I think I'm really rooting for Buffalo. I'm kind of sick of Kansas City.
Yeah. I know Buffalo's probably going to win because this is the only year, the past like 3 years, I haven't bet on the Bills to win the Super Bowl. So
it's also only 30 degrees in Kansas City. I feel like the last few times they played there, or it's been a Buffalo home game, it's been -6.
yeah.
This feels like the one.
I think Eagles Chiefs Super Bowl might put America back into a really dark time.
I thought you were going to go Civil War.
It might. I don't know. Well, no. I mean, I just don't think anyone I don't think Eagles had the Chiefs and when they last had that matchup. I mean, nobody liked the Chiefs anymore, but I think the fact that it's still Chiefs getting
I think
sucked off.
the Chiefs.
I think people are over it.
Yeah, I think the Eagles have had enough of an overhaul. We got it. I really want Saquon to I'm excited for him. So I think they've had enough of an overhaul. People don't necessarily hate them.
I
think
love
it'd be okay.
Every time the Eagles are about to play a playoff game, that the video comes around of that lady was like, "Go Eagles!" She's like EGL.
Mayor.
I think it's the mayor of Philly.
Oh, was it? The mayor of
It was
Philly?
EGLSES Eagles.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Somebody got a 6-pack of cupcakes, and it had the spelling of that on the cupcakes. It was awesome.
That I hate to talk about basketball anymore, but that does remind me. I think Jay Billis mispronounces Vols on purpose now, to piss us off.
Dude, even he was sick and tired of the officials last night.
Yeah.
Which he's kind of like, I'm sure there's people that like can't stand him, just like Kirk Herbstreit. I think he is the Kirk Herbstreit of basketball, though. He does a really good job.
I think he does a really good job outside of the game. I don't think he does good in the game.
Oh, really?
I think he's a hard listen.
Okay.
I think he like that one on the baseline that I think he gets upset about stuff that he doesn't know what he's upset about. And I think he like goes on and on tangents. And then you'll see a replay and it's like, that's not what happened. Yeah, I think he's a hard listen. Outside of games, I enjoy listening to him.
Okay, that's fair.
What was that one on the baseline? Oh, when Zakai got fouled. That was that one.
Yeah.
He was going on and on. I'm like, you have zero angle on that.
I was gonna see if y'all seen Bama's next like 7 games or something like that. Their upcoming schedule, like the gauntlet.
Yeah.
Absolutely brutal. I mean, I know the SEC is tough this year, but like they're catching Missouri and like South Carolina might be the 2 easiest. I don't even know if South Carolina is one of them. Mississippi State, maybe.
Yeah, I don't even know who the good and bad teams are.
South Carolina sucks.
LSU sucks.
There we go. That's brutal. Auburn twice in that slate. I mean, I guess it's obviously covering almost a month of basketball, but
yeah, that's.
I think once
we played Bama's a noon game too. What's up with that? For us, Florida.
It's like we never play Saturday night games at home. It's like it's really rare. Do you have the notifications turned on for Alabama?
No.
Okay.
No. This is a tweet screenshot. Don't try to spin this on me.
We find out Joey's a closeted Alabama fan. This is how he comes out.
Once we get done with Florida, though, I think it kind of opens up for us a little bit. We don't have a bad stretch. It's a tough stretch. Missouri, Oklahoma, Kentucky, Vanderbilt, A&M, LSU, Bama, Ole Miss, South Carolina. Like we get to play all those bad teams.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's not brutal.
Yeah.
We had the front end was pretty heavy, and there were breaks in it. It wasn't. Yeah. It wasn't a full shaft job. It was half shaft, quarter shaft.
While Joey's on here with the hat, I'll go ahead and shout out our good friends, Hovey Dry Goods. Guys, go check out hoveydrygoods.com. Use promo code MORE for 15% off your first purchase. Look at that hat. Show it off, Joey.
Dude, this thing is clean.
Hit it.
Smoky gray.
You can rock it both ways. Some hats don't look good forwards and backwards, you know? Especially me. I got a weird shaped head, dude.
Yeah, guys, go check them out. Again, use promo code MORE, 15% off your first purchase.
Yeah, did you get him one of those XLs from Bad Day?
Dude, I don't know if they make them. I got that thing on 2 buttons, and it is.
Yeah, Bad Day has like an XL version now, the snapback, so you don't have to go full unbutton.
I might have to make the jump to that. I mean, this one's loose. I'm gonna be honest.
Is it extra?
Yeah. I hope not.
You look like some of those dudes eating like lunch at Cracker Barrel on Sunday. They gotta start unbuttoning the pants before they leave.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure some sort of hat extender out, which is just crazy.
3X head.
Probably say, hey, you might sell some. You might make some money.
It's like that
little hidden hat extender.
That makes me think of The Blind Side when he's like, "This is the large and tall section. You need larger and taller."
Which, by the way, I like how they were acting like he was this massive human being that he's never seen before, and then you find out like, no, he's like pretty much the average size of a D1 offensive lineman. Yeah. Like they're fairly common in this world.
You need bigger and taller.
That movie got nothing right, except that Hugh Freeze was a creep. That's all they nailed. Where are we even moving on to next? I'm just.
Yeah, we got some football recruiting. We kind of mentioned he was on a visit, but Tennessee does land Sam Pendleton, the offensive lineman from Notre Dame. He'll have 3 years of eligibility left, 6'4", 305 from Lawsonville, North Carolina. Tennessee was in on him in high school, took a visit to Tennessee, ended up choosing Notre Dame. Started 7 games for them this season, including the home opener against Texas A&M. Eventually lost the starting job with the loaded offensive line that they had, but played a little bit in the Indiana game in the college football playoff, played some special teams. So I just think a quality body, has some starting experience, has 3 years of eligibility. I think this is a good pickup. Love the face mask. Got the little crossbar down the center. I'm excited for that one. I mean, here's the thing: if somebody that you already have on your roster beats him out at a guard spot, I don't think you're mad at it.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I think you add more there. Like that's kind of the name of the game right now is get in there and see who can play the position for you.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you want to have guys win a spot, not
have to
guys that, guys that you just have to throw in there because you ain't got nobody else. Which is kind of what the basketball team's doing right now. But yeah, big get. That's 2 guys that you've landed on the offensive line, and Wendell Moy and Sam Pendleton. So we'll kind of see what that offensive line looks like. I mean, I don't know how it gets worse from last year. I think the center position is something that I'm just going to keep an eye on because it's been Cooper Mays, it seems like, for 10 years. So we'll see kind of if it's Max Anderson or William Satterwhite.
Yeah.
Can
my biggest questions on this offensive line. Or biggest questions on
this
team.
You're probably going to have a right tackle that's a true freshman in David Sanders. You'll have another tackle who hopefully takes a step and Lance Hurd. So, we'll see what happens.
Here's my favorite update tonight on Twitter that I just saw. It was actually tweeted last night. Wendell Green tweeted #NeverForget, and it's a picture of the last play, the last time Tennessee played Auburn. Not the last time. The last time he played in Thompson Bowling. Kumaw's feet are completely set. His arms are extended straight in the air.
That was when we were in Vegas, right?
Yeah, I think so.
That was another
by the still image. This could never be a foul. Now, I don't think it was a foul, but the tape may make it look worse. You could not have picked a worse image to put out there to say this is a foul. Yeah, I mean, it looks like you are riding him.
That's sus. I think the Tennessee Auburn basketball games from now on. Now I just am thinking about those 2 games off the top of my head, the one from last night and that one. I think we do like Army Navy where we always bet the under.
Okay. Yeah. Vegas is going to catch on soon, but I'm in.
Yeah. You got to do it just for the fun of it. Bless you. Heard the front end of that one.
Yeah. Try to get muted in time. I don't want to gross anybody out.
Yeah. You're good. Whew. All right. What we got next? Oh, yeah. Baseball coming up.
Were we 15 days?
We are 19 days.
19 days. Sorry. There's a 10 in there somewhere. 19 days away.
19 days away.
It's coming up, man. It's be here before you know it. Tuesday nights, long weekends.
Yeah, hopefully this cold weather gets out of here so we can start enjoying baseball. It's hard to really enjoy it when you're there and it's 30 degrees and raining. I'm good on that. So,
well, buckle up, buddy, because you got a few of those nights coming your way.
Oh yeah, they're coming.
And I'll be watching from my house on a shaky ESPN outfield camera. Getting seasick.
With maybe Cody Hahn or Will Heflin on the call.
Maybe. And then you also might get some Mike Keith in there too on the play-by-play.
Yeah.
It's a rumor. That'd be exciting.
He's gonna do some of those?
I guess I don't know if that's starting this year or not, but he mentioned like with radio, he's like baseball, that's John's thing, but he may do some stuff with the in-house department when they broadcast those games. So the weeknight games and stuff that are on just SEC Network, the Vol Network does those.
Okay.
For ESPN.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Yeah.
I knew he used to do it when, like, I guess 95 was when they went to Omaha. I
Yeah.
think he was part of that. So
And
yeah,
I'm sure, John misses some games from time to time. So I'm sure he'll be in the radio booth some too.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Super excited. Got to go to the first pitch banquet last night. Pretty cool event. They just kind of like introduced the team and everything. Lot of big freshmen. Some of those like that Oklahoma tennis player. You're like, are you sure you're a baseball player? But yeah, a lot of talent coming back. A lot of talent in the transfer portal. Obviously, some talented freshmen that we'll see. We did have a question. Who are some of the guys that you guys are excited to see play during baseball season? I don't know if
Who's
he meant that as newcomers, but
yeah.
I'll
I'm
take it.
excited to see Hunter Inslee again.
Yeah.
I'm very excited that we got him back.
Yeah, I mean, that had to be one of the biggest recruiting wins. Was getting Hunter Inslee back. I've heard a lot of talk about Jay Abernathy, the freshman that probably going to start somewhere in your outfield or DH, and probably going to be your leadoff. I've heard just the speed is.
And correct me if I'm wrong. That was I won't mention his name if we shouldn't too early, but I think that was one of those calls from a guy who's gotten one couple right. Who's like, hey, this guy is going to be a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. It seemed like the speed is as fast as it gets. I mean, I think Ben McKee said he was like Jay Charleston with a little bit more contact to the bat. Defense is there and our arm strength is there. He just seems to be one of those freshmen that you continue to see year in and year out this Tennessee baseball team produce. Usually it's a couple guys like it was Jake Rucker and Connor Pavoloni and Jordan Beck, Drew Gilbert, Blade Tidwell, Beam. You had Christian Moore, Blake Burke. You had Dean Curley last year. Just a ton of guys that have just really showed out.
Yeah.
And gave you a glimpse of what they're going to be in their career at Tennessee. So excited to see him and excited to see kind of these other freshmen. Some arms in there. Anson Siebert is one. Tegan Coons. Some really good freshman arms that I'm sure we'll see a lot of. I think Coons might even – I know we got some JUCO guys in there, but I think he's in the running for maybe that Sunday start. So we'll see about that. Watching Liam Doyle in person, I thought he was smaller. I saw him last night. He's not a small individual.
I've never considered his size. What is he?
I mean, he looked like 6'2". I thought he was like 5'9".
Roster has him where'd he go? 6'2".
Okay.
You look that up.
I swear I did not. But yeah, I thought he was a little smaller than that. But
speaking of height, I'm very excited to see Ariel Antigua again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll see kind of where he factors in. The bat's just got to come alive.
Yeah, I don't know how much we see him, but any chance you get to see the glove work, just sit back and enjoy. That's a masterclass.
Yeah, Cannon Peebles is another one that I just did not work when he came here. He was a freshman All-American at NC State, was one of the biggest transfer gets in that class, and just could not find the bat. It just seemed like it wasn't all there upstairs for him, and he just kind of struggled with it. Was a great teammate, and there's times where you saw the talent, but he's going to probably be your starting catcher, and apparently he's been ripping the ball like he did all last fall. It just has to carry over into when it really counts. So I'm excited to kind of see him and where that power and just being another bat in this lineup can be because, Cal was really good at being, obviously he handled the staff and the back came alive at times. Can Cannon Peoples be a guy that not just the bottom of the order that can maybe give you some power, but can he be in the middle of that lineup hitting pretty consistently?
Yeah, we just need to have at least that Cal start feel for the game. His bat always came alive. It felt like at the right times.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's what we need.
Agreed. I was trying to think of Andrew Fisher is a guy that, I think he's a projected first-round pick or around that first, second-round draft pick, and could be a guy who hits 30 home runs.
Right.
I want to see that. I want to see just tons of home runs again. That's so much fun.
Oh, please.
And we have so many left-handed hitters, they are going to love Lindsey Nelson.
Holy crap. No way did Josh Allen just do that.
What did he do?
Dove over the pile. Kansas City's claiming he fumbled.
Oh, did this
No
just
way.
happen?
Yeah. They apparently recovered. I don't even know if he fumbled, honestly.
But he didn't get it.
He got it. He got the first down.
Oh, okay.
What a bold strategy. Smart because he knew where they were going to try to stop him at.
Oh, but he did fumble.
Did he? Yep, he did. Holy bold. Okay. This is going to be a very fun last quarter.
You're ahead of me, so this play hasn't even started for me yet.
Jesus.
Oh, he did fumble.
Speed that up.
I know. I don't know if
I'm like 30 seconds behind it on YouTube TV.
My Hulu wasn't working, so I went to Paramount Plus because it was on it, and it is slower than Hulu.
Are you even in the fourth quarter yet?
It just started. This is crazy.
What series are you most excited for?
Series. Man, I was looking at that schedule. There was a we did get asked if we wanted to go to Ole Miss with some friends. I think that would be cool. I don't know kind of what that looks like, but it would be cool.
Who mentioned that?
Trey.
Oh, okay. I figured, but I didn't know.
Yeah. Good Lord.
All right.
I got something going on. Like the Roomba is just caught on something. Yeah, give me one.
Is your dog also eating donuts? Or?
Probably.
I think we've already. That's how you know it's been a good one. I think we got a clip 2 minutes into the show of Brutus attacking donuts. For me, obviously, there's a lot of good series. Tennessee plays at LSU at the box this year. Landon already mentioned at Ole Miss there in April. South Carolina is at Founders, South Carolina. You have Vanderbilt at home. That is towards the end, and then Fayetteville is actually the last SEC series. So there's a lot of good SEC series. I
think the A&M at home is going to be fun.
Yeah, I missed that one. A&M at home, Vanderbilt at home. Your best SEC series though are on the road this year, which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Dude, they're running freaking Josh Allen like Riley Leonard right now.
Oh, is he short?
I can't see. Are you on the fourth down play?
Yeah.
I feel like he got to the line. They marked him short.
Ooh.
He's on the, I don't know what line that is, the 40? He's on the 40-yard line, which is where the fourth down marker was at. Or the line of the game was at. The first down line. I can't talk. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for A&M. I mean that's got to be one of your biggest series of because of what happened in Omaha last year. So yeah, definitely excited for that. I mean Vanderbilt's always going to be a big one at home. Kentucky is
It's at home.
It's at home. Okay, that could be another big series, depending on what they look like. LSU's away. It feels like we never play LSU at home unless it's in the postseason.
Not a lot of big non-conference games.
No, you go and play that tournament in Houston, and that's kind of it. I mean,
I feel like early in the year, they usually have a bigger weeknight game. I guess that's Xavier this year is probably one of those. I don't know if they're good, but like a notable team you recognize. I know Boston College was 2 years ago.
Kansas State was last year. That was the Dean Curley game.
Yeah. So I guess that's Xavier, like a recognizable team. I don't know.
You're forgetting about the Bonnies.
You do have ETSU, which is fun.
Well, that's QBU right now, so they're not worried about
apparently.
baseball.
Yeah, they're gonna have a 3-quarterback system up there.
Yeah, I like that.
I kind of do too. Go Bucks.
Yeah, Houston, you play Oklahoma State, Rice, and Arizona.
Still waiting on our travel details, Ross.
Yeah, needs to get on that.
Well,
yeah, I wish we played, and I guess there's not really any big teams around to kind of do like the Tuesday night thing. It would be cool to have more like midweek kind of.
You can't really. It's hard to do in SEC play like during that.
Mm-hmm.
But you think on the front end of the schedule they'd try, but you also probably have to get like you'd probably have to travel at least once in a while to do that because you probably have to home it.
Yeah. Indiana State's a pretty big midweek. Indiana State's usually a pretty good baseball team.
Call stands.
Oh man.
I don't know about that. It looks like the first down marker is short of the 40. And I mean, it looks like the ball's on it. I think that's the 40-yard line. I don't know, man.
Any more questions?
I haven't seen any here.
Cool.
Unless I missed some.
Yeah, if y'all got any in the chat before we get out of here, please drop those in there. We'll be sure to get to those. I got one right here. What do you think about the transfer portal class so far for Tennessee with the 4 guys?
I think you've addressed needs.
Yeah. I mean, is it everything you could possibly want? Maybe not, but you need a veteran for your running back. You got Star Thomas, who was really productive at Duke last year. You got 2 offensive linemen, 2 with starting experience. Amari Jefferson, everybody, this staff really wanted him out of high school and goes to Bama and red shirts, and now he's going to come to Tennessee. I don't know if I really count that as, I guess with him being it kind of seems like he's just another incoming freshman at this point.
Right.
That's been in a college workout program for a year.
I think that's pretty much how that situation is going to be handled, and I think rightfully so.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you definitely probably want to add I'd like to see them add maybe a corner or safety.
Yeah.
At some point, it looks like that's probably going to be the spring window. But just with Jermod McCoy, I just think that you need another body because you don't know kind of how that is going to heal.
Right.
So, and then I mean, besides McMurray and Ricky Gibson and those freshmen, you got Caleb Beasley. I mean, who else is, is Marcus Gorey a corner? What do they think about those young guys? Do they think they can contribute next year? Because, I mean, they're probably going to have to.
Yeah, I would think so.
So, I mean, if they do and they're capable of it, great. I think if there's any worry, then you probably go get you a corner.
Right.
At some point. Now, who's joining the spring window? Probably not very many. Probably going to be slim pickings there, but I think you try to make that happen.
Yeah.
And maybe a wide receiver.
I think there'll be some, like you said, there won't be many choices. I think you got to go out and target some guys and do your best to get them in here in that spring window because I think there will be some.
Mm-hmm. Hell, there might be some that transfer this.
You never know,
this window, and then they'll be back in the spring. So, but yeah, that's kind of all the questions we got so far tonight. So let's get into some most important. It is pretty interesting. Like Star Thomas, Amari Jefferson, both number 17, Wendell Moy and Sam Pendleton, both number 72.
Yeah, that is weird.
Strange.
First most important, I'll give a shout out to the nephew, signed to play college soccer at Spurgeon College in Kansas City. So just a little most important for me as well. I'm gonna piggyback this since I'm not going.
So is he going to be a Chiefs fan now?
Well, I'm not probably not. I'm not going to the Tennessee away game next year, but I will be making a trip in the fall to watch him play, and we're gonna time it up with the Chiefs game. Go to Arrowhead, where I'll wear my Eric Berry Chiefs jersey.
Oh yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
Are you inviting me?
You can go if you want.
Okay. I thought that's what you're doing.
You're welcome to go. I mean,
okay.
This is more of this is actually something I've been thinking about for a while. I said it out loud to my brothers today and they were in. But yeah, if you want to go, let's do it.
Okay. I'm in.
Take you to Arthur Bryant's.
I'll be the long lost Mitchell.
There you go.
Yeah.
You have to sit through a soccer game on Saturday, so
that's fine. That's college soccer. That's fine.
Okay. I've got one more, but if you got one,
can we paint up?
It's for the soccer or the Chiefs game?
Both.
Yeah.
My most important was it was going to be the LSU tight end. He joins in 2 weeks ago, and he's just, gets thrown in there against Alabama in the first half in a tight ball game, and cocks it back and just slams it home. I think he had 131 yards this past year as a freshman for the football team. So crazy athleticism. Let's see more two-sport athletes.
Yeah, for sure. Yes. Yeah, I don't care what Travis Hunter did. 2 ways, 2 sports. Let's see you do 2 sports.
Exactly.
My next one, this is the big one, Landon. Basketball jerseys with actual players' names on for sale now. Sky Ziegler.
You getting one?
I will have a number 5 Sky Ziegler jersey soon.
I love that.
Very soon.
Yeah, when they first released them, it was just that old Tennessee font.
Apparently so I didn't even see those. Thankfully, I would have been upset. And then they were like, yeah, we actually posted the wrong ones.
Yeah, I was about to say, no, I want the actual orange.
They're like, we just had a number 5 sitting in the back. What if we put a Ziegler on there? And people would buy it. So, they could have done that if that had happened.
Well, and then, I
probably would have bought that one.
Yeah. They released the video, and it was just the back. And I was like, no. I need to see that front because I'm not buying one of those. But yeah, apparently, I guess it is.
It is the current away jerseys. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's. I would say Ziegler is. You're going to see quite a bit of those for years to come. I was also going to say ETSU, QBU, Cade McNamara and Jacoby Criswell are both at ETSU. I don't know what that looks like, but I'm in.
Yeah, you got to compete, man. You can't just walk onto campus at ETSU and start. You got to earn the job.
Yeah. Who do you think earns it?
I don't know. I'm excited to find out.
I think it's Criswell.
Okay. All right.
I mean, let's call a spade a spade. Cade McNamara sucks. He was a big name, but he sucks.
I hate the new kickoff rules. I'll just say that.
It just looks so fake. Like it doesn't look like we're playing actual football.
It's like backyard kickoff rules.
Yeah. Like I hate how everybody has to like look back until he catches it. Like that makes no sense to me.
Fails.
Yeah, fails. I have the Pittsburgh Pirates. Have you seen this going around with
No, but I cannot imagine.
Paul Skeens?
No.
So there's a one of one Topps baseball card for Paul Skeens going around, and they couldn't find it. Well, an 11-year-old in California had it, and so the Pirates offered him this deal: 2 Pirates season tickets behind home plate for the next 30 years, a meet and greet with Paul Skeens, 2 Paul Skeens signed jerseys, a Pirates game with Livy Doon and her suite, and apparently there was much more, but he declined it.
Good. That's a terrible offer. I did see this. This was a while ago, wasn't it?
Well, they've been looking for it for a while, and then they finally found out who it was, and then finally this is I guess they offered him a little bit ago, but it was recent that he declined it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's terrible. Don't care about the Pirates.
That's and also I feel like that takes away from sports trading cards if the team has it.
Yeah. Well, also, like, that card is probably going to be worth like $1 million. Apparently, he's taking it to auction, and it's going to be, I mean, he's going to get over $1 million for that card.
Yeah, that's a terrible trade.
Yeah.
Although Livy Dunn, maybe not a bad trade.
Yeah.
Also crazy that they're just like auctioning off like a night with her, essentially.
Yeah, did she agree to that? Like,
yeah, we'll put you in the suite with her.
Yeah. I mean, what if they break up? I mean, they break up before he gets to do that? Does he get the card back?
It's a good question, Landon. It's a good question.
I don't know. 2 season tickets to the Pirates, and
yeah, they should pay you to do that.
Paul Skeens signed jerseys is not good enough. Be better, Pirates. What would you give up for that?
Knowing it was worth $1 million, $1 million.
Like, is there anything that, like, what if it was? I don't know. I don't think there's anything like.
There's nothing that the Pirates could give me, like Pirates related, that would get me to sell it to them.
What if they gave you like?
If they gave me like 6 season tickets at Tennessee football for the rest of my life, 2 of them were in the terrace for life. But yeah, okay.
Yeah, I was
probably more than that, but like that would have to be included in it, something like that.
Okay. Yeah, I think yeah, it'd have to be like my favorite teams. It wouldn't be
that's what they should be doing if they want the card that bad.
Yeah. Yeah, a kid from California, he does not like the Pirates. There's no way. No one likes the Pirates.
How old's the kid? You said like 11?
Yeah.
His dad's actually the one that's like, hell no.
Yeah. Son, do you want to go to the Pirates for the next 30 years?
Yeah.
God, Dad, please no.
Yeah. Why would you do that to me? I have this one. There's some ref that was on the Rich Eisen show. I just want you to listen to this.
When you were the head of NFL refs and you go to work on a Monday morning and somebody placed a call sheet in front of you, who's the coach on that call sheet that you were just like, oh no?
There was one that had the ability to really get off quickly and loudly, and was hard for me first thing Monday morning. His name was John Fox.
Whoa.
Whoa is right. How does he choose all of those words in that sequence and not stumble one time? What it go? There was one coach that was always able to get off quickly and loudly, and would really get me hard
on
Monday morning. I mean, come on, man. Golly.
He must have lost a bet.
I hope. I wonder if anybody, like one of his kids or grandkids, have played it for him and been like, you know what you said, right?
Yeah.
You admitted to being in a weird relationship with John Fox. My last one for fail is Dan Hurley.
God, what did he do? I haven't seen this.
Oh, you didn't see I think it was last Tuesday night.
Mm-hmm.
He yelled at a ref, "Don't turn your back on me. I'm the best coach in this effing sport."
Oh.
Yeah. He's a character. Someone had a great tweet about him. They said, Dan Hurley's just Kim Mulkey without the Elton John wardrobe.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a
so
description.
You don't dress well, is what all I'm hearing, Dan. There, Dan.
My fail is Brandon Crawford of CBS. Or Brad Crawford, sorry. He did a college football's top 10 quarterbacks for 2025. I'm just going to read this.
Oh, gosh.
Off to you and just see what you think about it. Cade Klubnik, Garrett Nussmeier, Arch Manning, Sam Levitt, Carson Beck, Lenora Sellers, Fernando Mendoza, Drew Aller, Diego Pavia, and Jackson Arnold.
What year was this for?
2025. This is for next year.
Okay. Go. Start again. That's crazy. Go.
Cade Klubnik,
No.
Garrett Nussmeier,
No.
Arch Manning,
Maybe.
Sam Levitt,
Doubtful.
Carson Beck,
Maybe.
Lenora Sellers,
Maybe.
Fernando Mendoza.
Where's he at?
He transferred from Cal to Indiana.
Yeah. Okay. Probably not.
Drew Aller, Diego
No.
Pavia, and Jackson Arnold.
Diego Pavia is not a quarterback. He's a running back. Jackson Arnold has proved to us that he sucks.
Yeah.
No. That is a terrible list.
Dude, it's unreal. I mean,
so he has four. He has four that those are probably correct. That's it. 4 out of 10. That's bad.
And do we even know what Arch Manning is going to be?
I mean, no.
My thing with this is
maybe.
I mean, did Nico have a phenomenal season? No, but
he's probably ranked ahead of Arch Manning right now. Yes.
Yeah, he made it to the college football playoff. He beat 2 of these guys on this list.
Diego Pavia is so overrated.
Yeah, he is. He's the most overrated quarterback ever. Drew Aller? I mean, why do we keep hyping up Drew Aller?
I don't know. That conversation should be over and done with now.
If we're just going to go based off, he's a pretty good winning percentage. He got Penn State to the college football playoff. I mean, can we not say the same about Nico? Even more so, I know Penn State had a good offensive line. They had 2 running backs rush for 1,000 yards apiece.
Yeah.
I don't know. And we just think Jackson Arnold leaves Oklahoma and goes to Auburn and is going to be better. Lenora Sellers, I'm tired of that hype too. Good God. Yeah, Sam Levitt too. I mean, he gets it because he's a redshirt freshman quarterback last year. Guess what? So was Nico.
Yeah.
Oh, well. It doesn't really matter.
No, it's just a bad list, though.
Yeah. Somebody made that graph. It was just like, do I really have to make this?
Are you sure?
Yeah. It's like, can I change this before it actually gets posted somewhere?
That poor intern.
Yeah. Also, Fernando Mendoza looks like he is a 6th-year.
I didn't know he transferred to Indiana. I knew he left, but I didn't know.
Yeah, he looks like a 6-year frat guy that just like will not leave campus.
That rocks.
At like Ole
honestly.
Miss.
I'm back in.
At Ole Miss. Look at the picture of this guy on ESPN. I mean, it says he's 6'5", 225. I mean, he's got a thin neck to be 225. Must be a product in that hair. I can pull it up.
No, I can Google it. I thought you were getting it up.
It's just on my computer right here. I didn't pull it up on my phone. This kid weighs 225? No way.
They said I was 5'10", baby.
No way. Look at this picture.
No, not a shot.
I mean, if
he was 6'5", maybe 225.
Yeah, that doesn't look like a Big Ten quarterback.
No. Oh, did the Bills score again? 29 all.
Let's get out of here and watch this.
Yeah, this is gonna be a fun quarter. Let's do it.
All right, guys. Thank y'all for listening. We'll be back on Thursday night. Got some big things coming. Got some big guests coming. So please stay tuned for that. And we're bringing the boat in, and we out.